Hi guys, and welcome back to, is this Project Ozone? Yes, it's Project Ozone 2. So, last episode we had a problem where I wasn't getting any keys for killing mini-bosses, and a lot of you suggested, and I am inclined to agree, it's because of this thing. Probably... it's to do with entering the dungeon using the Spectre key. So when you teleport out, the dungeon thinks you've died and it clears or it saves the data. But when you come back in, you're not coming back in through the monolith properly, and so it doesn't reinstantiate the data that's saved. So it's a bit of a bug, but it's not really a bug. It's a poor interaction between two mods. So we're going to do a thing, and that thing is that we are going to cheat. This is why I like to keep cheat mode available for exactly this kind of thing. Wow, really? Wait a minute. I wasn't in creative. I thought they had protected the thing against creative. So we just busted down the door, and that will be how that works. Let's change you back to normal mode. Survival. And turn off cheat mode. Cool. So this is the slider boss, although that looks like the mimic, doesn't it? Oh well, it's the boss, regardless. It is a slider. And this slider, if I remember correctly, is only hurt by a pickaxe. Yes, and the Tinker's pickaxe doesn't count. Does this count? No. That's kind of frustrating, actually. I'm going to Spectre key out now that that door is broken. Okay, first things first, do we have a pickaxe in one of these? We have a lesser Ringo experience and some gunpowder. Yay. That's fine, because if we get another 2 of those, we can upgrade it. We can also make these, but yeah, loot bags, terribly disappointing. As far as the pickaxe goes, because we can't really get back to the base at the moment, would be to try and use a Skyroot pickaxe, but I don't have the wood for it. Huh. And I haven't put anything in there yet. Okay, let's head back in. Alright, so all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up to the top, teleport out of the dungeon, hope it puts me in the right place, because I think this is part of the problem as well. It doesn't remember where I came from if I try and leave using Monolith when I haven't technically entered properly. Yeah, see, I think I'm in a totally different... I keep doing that. I'm back in that place that I was a couple of episodes ago. But that's fine. For now, I can cut down some trees and get some skystone and make myself a skystone pickaxe. I think that's what I'll end up doing. I really should be vein mining this stuff. Alright, I am back. I'm just turning off the cheat stuff because of course I had to use it to fly home. Recipe, there we go. Right, let's head back in. I got myself 3 skystone pickaxes, hopefully that's going to be enough. Also have some extra wood if it's not. Just fingers crossed that it's enough. Did you put me in a different dungeon? You put me in a different dungeon, didn't you? Where'd you put me? Every time. I really should just swap those. Why'd you put me there? If I leave... Whoa. Now what? I'm like inside something. I can't tell what I'm inside of. Oh man. This is... I'm kind of sad. And the reason is that I really loved Aether, or the Aether mod in general. Where the heck did you put me? And it seems like... Fly. Okay, it put me over there. And it seems like the mod's just kind of fallen into disrepair a little bit. When I was looking at the bug that I had actually found with the whole keys disappearing thing because of the Spectre key, and that sort of thing, I noticed that Aether 2 didn't have basically any documentation about it. It didn't have a presence on Curse. It didn't have a presence on its own wiki, really. The wiki information that was there hadn't been updated in some cases a couple of years. This mod is very old. It was before the age of Forge, really. Aether 1, you would have to install it separately and not use Forge to do it. Oh, it put me in the roof. Okay. And it had an incredible amount of work being done on it at that point. And it was very dedicated and that sort of thing. And then Aether 2 comes along and it's still beautiful, but I can only think that it's a port from its original Aether 1 days with a couple of extra things. And the port hasn't really even been worked on since. Like certain things like this whole situation haven't been sorted out. So I'm not trying to bash the mod, it's just more that I find myself to be kind of just sad about where the mod is gone. Sad about the amount of work that's being done on it, because this mod was genuinely a leader in the community in terms of the work, the kind of effort that could go into a mod, and proved that it could be more than just obsidian armor kind of thing, you know? Get out of here. I'm not even going to bother getting that bag because loot bags are terrible. So to see it fall into such a state after so long, and I am assured it's still being worked on, but to think that like the amount of work that has progressed in a couple of years is minimal at best. I think we have landed in the right dungeon finally. Yeah. Here we are. We are back where we're meant to be. And so yeah, I'm just sad. I'm just sad in the state of the mod. It's just a little disappointing. And now I kind of want to leave the dungeon because I need food. And I'm going to leave the dungeon properly this time, because I think I have some food in the Spectre dimension, but I don't think it's wise for me to try and use that food. I think I should leave normally, find some food out here. Aha, oranges. Perfect. And go from there. Because right now I can't regenerate at all. So I will eat some oranges and get myself back up to full, and then I'll be at the boss door. I promise. Alright. Slider time, finally. Let's get this thing started. So, you literally slide around the room. That's how this goes. I'm taking a lot of damage. Murder. 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 I think this is basically how this is going to go. I have to time myself with it, basically. And I'm not doing that very well. And in fact, I'm probably going to die. Here we go. I'll tell you what, oh, put me in the other dungeon again. Why? Stop putting me in this one. As I was saying, I'm kind of disappointed that I can't use my own pickaxe. I have to use like crappy skystone one. I realize it's a safety mechanism to make sure the player's not using something that's not a pickaxe, and it just so happens that a Tinker's Construct pickaxe doesn't count as a normal pickaxe, so it can't be used. But it is a shame, a real shame, because that thing kicked my ass. Mostly because of carelessness. I'm sure I can actually do this without dying horribly, but I need to actually like pay attention. So let's do this. Mostly I need to do stuff like this. No, not that though, and also not that. Its collision box seems to be a little bit off. Like, I feel like I'm certainly out of the way by the time some of these hit me. It's a matter of sidestepping. And sidestepping in time with its movements, which are like once a second, it looks like. And try not to get too close to it. Close enough that you can hit with the pickaxe. Far enough away that it doesn't hit you immediately as soon as it moves. See? I don't think that one counted. There's a boss like this in a very hard game that came out. I can't remember the name of it. You're a little dude. It's top-down-ish, and you have to kill a series of bosses with a like light bow of sorts. I'd really like some regen happening. You're not going to let that happen, are you? I'm just going to avoid the heck out of you. You're cheating. I saw you double move. Well, my dudes. I forgot I only had one life when I went and fought the slider a second time. And more importantly, I didn't realize that there hadn't been a fresh backup since the 21st of December last year. So I actually think I have to call the series on this one, because first of all, I'm not willing to redo the amount of work that we did to get up to where we were, and second of all, I call shenanigans on the slider. Totally call shenanigans on the slider. There was some double movement going on there. You can check the footage. So yeah, it's a really anticlimactic end to the series, and I'm really sorry about that. But there is good news, and I'm sorry if you were really enjoying Project Ozone. We didn't even get around to building a base. Let's be honest. And I know a lot of you actually watch me for my base building and not so much of this like quest grind stuff. This is a bit of a first on the channel, actually, doing a hardcore questing mod. So I have to bow out where it's appropriate, and I lost fair and square there. Slider killed me, and I don't have a backup that's fresh enough to really make it worth it. So, what's the good news though? The good news is that I'm slowly working on the Rorax pack, and a few of my favourite mods are being worked on for 1.11. I've seen some incredibly awesome screenshots from TTFT Cuts regarding his world generation mod. You'll remember the very first series on this channel that I did with the Dwarven underground city was using his landscape mod. And I've always thought his landscape mod was the best. There has been some since, but I've always felt them lacking in certain departments and not filling quite the void that his mod did. And I'm so excited that that's coming very soon, it seems like. Fingers crossed. No pressure cuts. But there are a lot of mods coming out for 1.11, and 1.11 is going to be around for a while because Jeb only announced a little while ago that he had started working on ideas for 112. So it means that 112 is a long way away yet. So I hope to have Rax Pack out on 1.11, and it gives us an opportunity to finally start a proper Rorax Let's Play series based on a normal world with awesome ability to build incredible things. So that's the good news. And it also means that I have to haul ass and get that pack together ASAP to fill the void that this series now is going to make. This was incredibly unexpected for me. But I suppose I should have been expecting it because I do have lives listed in my book and I should have been paying attention. Whoops. So, thank you all for watching the series. It's been a short one, but I think it's been a bit of fun. So, look forward to the next one, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.